Hey everyone, I'm Christina Guerrero.
And I'm Jimmy Rhodes. And if you feel exhausted because you're always giving in to the needs of others and putting yourself last, well, it may be time to set up some boundaries.
Yeah, of course it isn't easy because we are programmed to please the people we love. But friends, it can be done.
Jackie Denker's breaking down how to put up boundaries without making people upset. And that's our featured story at the top of the list.
If you are a person that tends to say yes to things even when it's not in your best interest, you are definitely not alone.
When we're always saying yes to things, we say yes to things that drain us.
And that's where setting boundaries comes in.
We have boundaries all the time, whether we're clear on them or not. And so it's really about starting to sustain ones that really support you so that you can feel a little bit more freedom and space to be doing things that feel really good for you rather than doing things that other people want or might expect of you.
To learn how it's done, we spoke with work-life balance coach Nicole Song. To get started, Nicole says we must know our why.
Knowing your own boundaries and knowing why you're setting boundaries in the first place is the most important thing. A lot of us want approval from other people, and so we're setting boundaries based on that rather than setting boundaries based on what it is that you care about most.
For example,
is it because you want to take a non-traditional career pathway that your family might not approve of? Or are you making a choice around a partner that might be outside what people are used to?
So she says really try to understand what matters to you first.
What's okay with me versus what's not okay with me, and what do I really care about? And that's actually going to be the foundation for your boundaries.
Once we know our why, it's important to set a boundary within ourselves.
A lot of us don't set boundaries with ourselves around how we're leading our day or what we're doing. And so it can look like I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm not moving my body enough, I'm not actually eating the nutritious food that makes my energy feel really good.
And if you're not holding yourself accountable to put yourself first,
it's actually very difficult to feel grounded. And when you're setting boundaries with other people, feeling grounded is really the first place to be.
Nicole says evaluate your choices and ask yourself, does this feel right to me? And stick to your gut, because
learning to set boundaries with yourself and maintain those are also going to help you support and maintain boundaries with other people.
Finally, it's time to set parameters with other people.
So now what you're doing is you're starting to put it out into the world, and it doesn't mean you don't love people or care about them, but you're now starting to say, hey, what I do and my choices in the world are the most important things.
And then when people come to you and ask for something,
you can just check back in and say, does that actually work for me? Is that actually my priority? And if it's not, then you can just say no with kindness.
And believe it or not, it does not have to be confrontational.
A kind no thank you is a really powerful way to work. You can also offer another option. If that no doesn't work for you, you could change the time, or you can change what people might be asking of you. And the more you're really able to share the no, people start to respect it and honor your boundaries.
Setting boundaries to live a happier and healthier life is at the top of the list.